Welcome to Park Avenue in Aberystwyth and our live feed of Aberystwyth Town against Wrexham. A game between two sides with no points so far in the season, but even so, there's been a pretty significant difference in how those first three games have gone. Aberystwyth have lost some key players from last season and have a very, very youthful look to their team now. They've lost all their games quite comprehensively. Wrexham, well, we had the disappointment of the defeat at Britain Ferry. Obviously, that was a disappointing performance, but also put in two very good performances against Cardiff and Swansea. So there is reason for hope for Wrexham this season, despite the poor start. Yet, we really need to get going, and this looks like the exact time when we should start getting those points on the board. Steve Dale has had a challenging time at the start of the season. He's good at setting up a team to counter the other side's strengths, and he has changed the side around a little bit. And so we can now go over to have a listen to what Steve was thinking before the match.
Steve, fourth game of the Gennaro Adjon Premier season, trip to Aberystwyth. How are you and the girls feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, obviously we're looking for a positive reaction, obviously after the poor sort of results and start to the season that we've had, and you know the games do come thick and fast in the league, and it's important that you know we take this game as serious as we have done in the last three as well. We've trained well this week, and yeah, we're looking forward to hopefully the girls putting in a positive performance and hopefully getting us those first 3 points of the season.
You said the games come thick and fast. Is that a benefit to you guys when you're looking for that first win in the season, just trying to get that milestone ticked off early?
Absolutely, and you know I think 2 out of the 3 performances we haven't been very far away in terms of the way that we've competed against Cardiff and Swansea. Britain Ferry deserved nothing out of the game, and you know we had to take our medicine in that one, and you know both teams obviously still looking for their first points today, and it's important that we take Aberystwyth seriously. You know it's a tough place to come. It has been over the last few years, and it's important that we start the game quickly, and hopefully that'll allow us to get a grip of the game early on.
Well, the result didn't go your way last weekend against Swansea at the Stoke Kairos. How much of a boost was it that you got that performance level back?
Yeah, it was massive, especially after the Britain Ferry performance, because we were nowhere near what we expect of ourselves, and you know we said that to the girls, and they reacted well, and I thought the performance after the first 30 minutes was really pleasing. Just a shame that we didn't get the result at what we deserved out of it at the end of the game.
3 changes to the starting 11 for today's games. Brooke Cairns, Amber Lightfoot and Rosie Hughes come in. What's the thinking behind that?
So it's always important to rotate your squad and obviously get the best out of your squad early on. You know, we said to the girls that once we start to find our feet, you'd expect to see more of a fixed 11, but since we haven't got the results, it's always important to change and try new things, and that's the thinking behind it today.
You've had several different games against Aberystwyth over the last few years. First the Genera Adran North team, and obviously last year in the Prem and in Phase 2 too. They've been tough opposition despite results going your way lately. What kind of game are you expecting today?
It's going to be tough. Obviously it's always a tough place to come. They make it difficult for you. They fight for everything, and we have to be ready for that. We have to be prepared to roll our sleeves up and do the dirty work before we actually get the ball down and try and play. So they're going to be a team that try and physically impose themselves on us, and it's important that we're ready to match that as well.
And thanks, Steve. Diolch a pob.
Diolch, thank you.
So Steve Dale there has rotated his squad around a bit, kept the three at the back, but it's a slightly different configuration to what he's gone for, in that he's not using the box midfield. It's going to be an interesting test for some of these players, getting a chance to play in just a slightly rejigged system, one player more up front, one player less in midfield, and see just how they deal with it. So I mean, looking at that Wrexham side, Lily Jones will be dropping to the back in a back three alongside Karen Allen and Erin Lovett. The wing backs remain Rebecca Pritchard and Amber Lightfoot, of course. Liv Fuller is continuing in her role in the centre of midfield. Ava Suckley, interesting, just dropping back into a midfield three alongside Fuller and Brooke Cairns. And then up front, well, I mean, Abby Ibndon was impressive, wasn't she, on her first start for us last Sunday, and so she will play in partnership with Rosie Hughes, so that'll be interesting to see. I mean, Hughes, pretty much her whole Wrexham career has sort of played down the middle with wide attacking players on either side. Now she will have a partner, and Ibndon as well, a partner who's adept in the air, holds the ball up well. Could be ideal for Wrexham. But certainly Dale is looking to just rotate that squad and make he just wants to make sure that everyone's going to get their chances, and when we start winning we'll start getting more settled. The referee's in the tunnel, ready with the two teams to lead them out in this surprisingly crucial game this early in the season. Wrexham need to get going, we need to get points under our belt. I mean, if you look at it this way, if you consider the same fixtures we've played this season, how they went last season, we lost to Cardiff and Swansea, and so the Britain Ferry one is the only outlier. Wrexham just need to get winning again. More attractive look to the fixtures coming up, and this, with Aberystwyth struggling, looks like the game to do it. It'd be good to see as well. There's so many versatile players, Lily Jones playing at the back. She looks so adept and can drive play forwards. Will we miss her in the middle of the pitch? We've already seen her playing centre back, more of a holder and a double pivot, and on the right hand side up the front of a box midfield. Now here she is starting as a centre back, so let's see just how she's able to settle in. Ref's taking his time. He's enjoying the sea air. It's a very nice spot here at Aberystwyth, obviously a lovely town on the sea, the university on the hill. The ground's quite likeable as well here, it's got a bit of character about it. And there's the usual Wrexham fans who've come. Some familiar faces in that front row there supporting them as out they come. Wrexham and Aberystwyth. Aberystwyth, like I said, have suffered 3 heavy defeats so far this season. Wrexham, 3 frustrating defeats, I think you'd say. The Aberystwyth team, well, they put Sophie Steele in goal, which is interesting. They brought in Chelsea Herbert from Swansea, but they've conceded a lot of goals, so Steele gets her goal at the back. There's some of the experienced players from last season, like the legendary Amy Jenkins, but having said that, there's a lot of youth in this side. Maria Ewers, for example, playing up front. The scorer of their only goal this season is 15. And as for Wrexham, again, Lizzie Craven keeps her spot in goal. 3 at the back, as I mentioned. Lily Jones dropping into the centre of defence. Ava Suckley into the centre of midfield. And unusually for Wrexham, 2 strikers in Abby Iddenden and Rosie Hughes. So with those two there, with Suckley backing them up, Lightfoot and Pritchard on the flanks, there's a hell of a lot of striking power in this Wrexham side. There's quality on the bench as well. Cara Jones is there, and we all know that she's capable of hitting the target. The whole bench very experienced, of course, for Wrexham. Aberystwyth, well, they've got Herbert there, but not so experienced. Ironically, Aberystwyth often benefit from the fact that it's a university town. They'll get young players in, and last year their mix of experience and youth was terrific. But this time it looks like they've got maybe a little more youth than they'd be comfortable with. The players they brought in with experience haven't had a great start to the season, in all honesty. So a tough time for them. Ironically, like I said, having been able to attract players through being a university town, they've actually lost 3 players because they've gone to study in Cardiff Met, and they've gone to join them. So that's somewhat frustrating for them. Anyway, this is both sides in their pre-match huddle as the skippers go through the formalities in the middle of the pitch. Remember, you can get in touch using the hashtag AskWrexham. That's ASKWXM on Twitter. With anything that you want to throw at me, I'll do my best to answer. And whether it's about the men's team or the women's team, we can have a chat through some of them at half-time, so get them going. If you want to have a look at Aberystwyth Town's team graphic as well, you'll see the most horrific shade of green you've ever experienced outside of a Year 8 IT lesson. So please indulge yourselves, but don't look at it directly. Okay? I can't stress that enough. Do not look at their team graphic directly. There. I've said we deny all liability for what might happen if you do. So we're about to get things going. 2 teams with no points. The circumstances rather different. Wrexham really need to come here now, impose ourselves and get going. And like I said, it's a team with a lot of firepower that will get things underway. As Aberystwyth, nice early touch for Lizzie Craven. It wasn't really Brentford's kick-off technique, that was it, but nonetheless, that's a nice idea for Suckley, and she's got the physicality to scrap in midfield. Ball given away, well read that by Lovett. Lightfoot does well to win the throws. They closed in on it. Suckley again in midfield, getting involved and snapping back with a good tackle. Lovett. It's interesting to see Suckley in midfield. I have a lot of time for Ava Suckley. I think she's an excellent player. She's already got a lot of goals for Wrexham, and yet she never seems to be able to quite hold down that attacking position. Wonder if midfield is where she needs to be, although she's lost it there to Flaky Matthias. That's a nice idea by Matthias, but Lightfoot read it well. Now Cairns, good ball. Iddenden, we've seen she's good at this. Wrexham have players over here, especially on the left, and that's an important challenge. 2 important challenges in the end by Scourfield, who's a good holding midfielder. Love it. That's inaccurate, but Suckley's done well. Early service again. Iddenden couldn't take that. Having said that, again, poor touch in midfield by Aberystwyth. They're having real problems clearing their lines here. Lightfoot won't get to that. But that was promising for Wrexham early on, not least because of the lack of cover that Aberystwyth had once we took the ball back and got at them. They didn't have the best shape. And, well, long way that continues as far as Wrexham are concerned. So here's Steele's first touch of the season. She was practising kicking off the floor. I've never seen a keeper do it like this before. Before the kick-off, she was with the keeper coach. And that's a good contact as well, so it was worth it. Putting the ball where you take a goal kick, but smashing it into the net instead to practice her kicking. And that was a decent one there in the middle, and it's a midfield free kick for Aberystwyth. Libby Isaacs on it. I'll soon start eulogising about her, as I've done every time she's played against Wrexham. And Pritchard misses her header. Half chance this from Matthias. Good recovery by Lily Jones. Early ball in, it's got interesting shape on it, but a bounce was the problem there, wasn't it, in the middle of the pitch for Morley Hughes. Good foot in midfield by Cairns. Scored her only goal for Wrexham here, of course, and that was in the second phase last season. And she really, that was for me the game when she really kicked on for us. She's bedded in, coming off the bench occasionally. She really played well here last season. Now, chance for a cross, love it. Snuffs that out well. Jenkins it was, trying to get the ball in. So Bethan Roberts. Thrown in, good header. And now can Wrexham build? Pritchard screaming for the switch. But yeah, it ain't going to come that way. As Chris Church returns the ball, the ex-Swansea manager, you remember from last season. Did a decent job, but they've had a real overhaul at Swansea off the pitch and brought in some quality on. Throw in taken. Oh, love it. Can't quite deal with that. Oh, that's good work, that, just to step in by Allen, draw the free kick. Here's Craven, and they're immediately want to put pressure on her, and she's calm about that. Ewers it was, the striker. Now love it. It's not accurate, driven clear. Craven again with an easy field. Love it, caught out there, and Craven has to be quick. Well, we saw this a bit at Britain Ferry, didn't we? We were struggling to get the ball out from the back when we tried to pass it around. We have got Iddenden up there, of course, who can win headers, and Craven's going to use that. Is she? No, she's not. It's a bluff. Fuller drops off, and that, well, gives you much better quality. She's a fine passer ball, as you can see there with her pass to Lightfoot. The return ball is sent her facing in the wrong direction, though. But yeah, that was the solution at Britain Ferry, of course, was that Fuller dropped off, played in a holding midfield role, and caused problems. Now that's misjudged. Can Pritchard keep it in? No, not quite. She's unlucky there. But a promising moment for Wrexham. I see Craven has shown she's got decent distribution, actually, long and short. Lily Jones is decisive. Suckley again. Fuller to pass out to Lightfoot if she wants to. It was difficult to take on. Instead, she gets it to her feet. Oh, nice turn. Unlucky. Chance now for Aberystwyth to break. It's a nice idea, but Allen reads that. So impressive, Allen. It's good to see Allen back in the team after her injury, of course. She made a difference on Sunday against Swansea. And that's a great idea. Now, chance to deliver into the box. Isaac's there to get rid. Now that will fall to Pritchard, who's been signalling desperately for the last couple of minutes to get involved. Good ball by Jones. Iddenden. Oh, just got away from her, but she's okay. Suckley. Oh, good idea to test the keeper. Didn't have enough power on it, but yeah, Wrexham starting to make some headway. They've got room in the Aberystwyth half, haven't they, when they're starting to move it around, and that's something that they really need to exploit. There's a good contact on the kick. Suckley wins it well, and Iddenden knew Pritchard was out there. Now then, Hughes is ahead of her. We haven't given her much service yet. Pritchard's done brilliantly to evade Claky Matthias. Partly clears. Hughes can't quite get to the loose ball. Good work again. Fuller keeping the move going. Suckley not scared of a shot. Iddenden. Fuller can't quite reach it. Good pressure. Lightfoot. She was helping her on to Cairns. Cairns just made a run she didn't anticipate. Ewers now. It's done well. Ball being held up by Amy Jenkins, and there's a player over here, Flaky Matthias, who's a young prospect, but she was really good against us last season. Lovett beaten to the challenge. Lily Jones tidies it up, and Lovett's penalised. She just caught the Aberystwyth player. Well, this isn't a dangerous spot. Wrexham will need to get that wall organised. It's pretty central. You'll need a few players in it. Ref has given it a bit further out than I thought it was, if I'm honest. Jenkins and Isaac are on it, but Isaac doesn't look like she's going to succeed in negotiating a shot at goal for herself. So, 4-player wall. Oh, good block. Second chance, not so good. Turns into a pass. Molly Hughes. Right foot button pressure on her. Some swarming around. That's good strength in midfield though by Gwyn. Jenkins working it back out wide. Roberts has space and time here. That's a good cross, is it? No, too close to Craven. Suckley wants early delivery. She's gone wide. Craven looks for Hughes, who tries to pin Isaac and does well to find Pritchard. Under hit sharp pass though. And now can Aberystwyth break? No. Fuller snuffs that out. Tenacious play by Fuller. In the end, she's outnumbered, but then it's a poor pass. Lee Jones made so many good interceptions already. Pritchard, that's a nice idea. Suckley on the chase will get there first. Indon's in the middle. Pritchard available down the line. Oh, and she's overhit it. We're looking decent, but I'd like to see a bit more ruthlessness, a bit more surety in some of the passes, just to make sure they actually hit their targets. Not a bad start. Aberystwyth go short this time. Steele's under pressure on her weaker foot. And frankly, she's done well there to get that out of before something disastrous happened. Throws to Wrexham. Suckley. That's a nice angle. Unlucky. And Isaac is a converted striker. That's why she wears number 9. She's so quick over the ground. Fuller can't retain the ball. Allen. Sure, good strength. Jenkins bouncing off her, but Matthias does really well. She's got an option in the middle in Ewers. Squares it instead. Gwyn lifts it over the top. Overhit. Awkward one for Craven. It wouldn't come into the box. And Hughes coming deep. Had to get there. Oh, there could have been a problem. Now, Cairns. Pritchard wants to switch. Cairns delivers. That's nice. Pitches to Suckley. Nice run. Isaac's gone with it. Suckley onto her right foot. Will she deliver? Like I said, she's a very good defender. Isaac sticking with her in the end. Suckley wins a corner of it. Well, we know the quality Lily Jones has got from corners. We saw that goal that Rosie Hughes scored, and that was quite cute work by Suckley to win that. Brooke Cairns offering herself short. Hughes is in there, the run's made, and that's a good area. Oh, Allen just couldn't get a proper contact. The challenge put her off. Great recovery to claim the ball back, and that's a good turn too. She stays on her feet. It was very honest of it. And in the end, just thrashed away, and Allen is down for the first time today. Bless her, she takes a right battering, doesn't she? And she was certainly working hard there to try and keep that ball alive. Any of you who remember the stream from last time will recognise the beeping noise in the background. I don't know what that is. All I can say is that Aberystwyth have had an alarm going off for about 7 months and they haven't done anything about it. It's a bit worrying. Who knows? That's given a drop ball to see if the players need any treatment. As always, now they're uncontested. How boring is that? I miss the good old days of people fighting over a drop ball. Lily Jones has to watch that bounce carefully and does. It's a nice pass. Hidden lays her off nicely. Oh, heavy touch by Pritchard though. And here goes Matthias again. Lily Jones will get there first. Two of the best young players in this division. Craven. So a bright start by Wrexham, but Aberystwyth had their moments too. Wrexham really will want to impose themselves a bit more than this. For standing up, forcing a cross in that Alan can deal with easily. Rebecca Mathias has delivered it now, and Wrexham break again. Tidy work from Iddenden. Fuller rather runs into trouble. Does want to retain possession. Suckley, nice idea. Didn't look to see exactly where Iddenden was though. And Isaac launches it. Jenkins underneath. Lily Jones makes first contact though. Fuller. Neat little ball to Pritchard. Ball down the line is on. She looks up, sees it. Doesn't get it past Rebecca Mathias though. Fuller scrapping in the air again. Lily Jones imposing herself. Good foot in by Scourfield. Here's Pritchard. Fuller. And now Rebecca Mathias has two players to deal with as Iddenden comes out wide. Hughes wanted it to feet. The pass from Iddenden was on, to be fair. First time they've both started in the same game. It's going to take a bit of time for them maybe to really fully gel and get to know each other's movements. But yeah, it's a pity that. Steele kicks into the centre circle. Allen. Jenkins now, and that's using the pace of Flaky Mathias. That's great defending by Pritchard. Really did well to block her off. That's excellent because Mathias is quick. And Pritchard made sure she couldn't get beyond it. A snappy passing now. Lily Jones has a look up. Hughes marks by one. She had great battles with Isaac though, and that ball gave Isaac every chance to get in there and tidy it up. Back to Rebecca Mathias. And that's another one for Flaky Mathias to chase. Lily Jones comes across. Good tackle again. What a good start she's had, Lily Jones. Pritchard to Iddenden, who's drifting out onto the left quite a lot to offer herself when Pritchard gets it. Didn't quite work that time, but Wrexham offering a lot more down the right than the left in the early stages. Again, Jones does well, gets there first, that stays in. Iddenden, that's a good instinctive ball forwards. Got it over Isaac, there might have been a problem for the Aberystwyth defence. Cairns putting pressure on, forcing the pass back by Scourfield. Firm header by Suckley. Now Rosie Hughes as well. Oh, she's lucky. The way she turned onto it was nice. Lightfoot's done well to keep it clear. There's a player remarked in the middle. Squares it instead. Fuller doesn't get the pass right. Suckley scrapping, can't retain possession. Missed chance that. Good ball into the box there. Could have really caused problems for Aberystwyth, but it wasn't delivered, and yeah, frustratingly for Wrexham. Again, we don't work Sophie Steele. We've only tested once. That's testing Craven, but like I said, she's decent with the ball to her feet. Iddenden, nice idea. Doesn't get it right. Rebecca Mathias then with the throw. Lily Jones is clever there, just nudging the player off the ball. Allen couldn't keep it in though. Rebecca Mathias had the ball in her hands as much as at her feet so far. Allen, something to deal with. Flaky Mathias goes down rather easily. It's got a loud shout for a penalty, a bit of a hopeful one, and it didn't go out either. Dangerous that. Gwyn denied by Iddenden tracking back. Pritchard now. The right ball. Suckley was making a run for it. Is unlucky. Wrexham trying to get back at them quickly. Iddenden for Suckley. Hughes in the middle. So is Cairns. And the keeper will deal that easily. Just got to get better service into the box, haven't we? So 18th minute and still no score. Love it. Using the pace of Lightfoot, she'll have a chance now to run at Pugh, although good tracking back actually behind Morley Hughes. That's overhit. It's Pugh battling again. Good work by Lightfoot, and Fuller did well to just hold off Morley Hughes. Craven. Suckley. Good job, she got that touch right then. Didn't get the free kick, but Wrexham carry on. Crayons has done well. Jones has got Pritchard down the line. Indon again has dropped off centrally, and that's a good ball into the space. Indon's left. Oh, it's just dribbled away from Suckley. We had a lot of situations like that, haven't we? Good passes into good areas, but then not quite getting our first touch right or the subsequent pass quite right. Here's Indon. He's looking threatening. Delivers for Hughes. That's a cute flick on Lightfoot. Oh, what a save! Wow. One of those as Fuller puts it back in. If Lightfoot puts it either side of her, I don't think she sees it, to be frank, but fair play to Steele. She stood up and was able to get a strong contact on it. Her first game of the season for Steele. And she's made a big save there. It was lovely work again by Indon. Great ball in. Hughes with a little back heel. And yeah, Lightfoot will feel she should have done better. Ooh, now there's danger at the other end. Well done, Craven. Just got there ahead of Matthias. This game's starting to open up now, and chances starting to happen as Allen. That's a nice idea. Just overhit. I think it might be worth chasing that, actually, because it wasn't moving very well on this pitch. Sometimes these 4G pitches encourage the ball over the top. It doesn't quite roll through as quickly as you expect. That's good work by Fuller. Suckley now driving forwards. Wins a throw. But yeah, Lightfoot should have made it 1-0 really, in all honesty. Now that's a slack pass. Aberystwyth have a chance to break here. Ewer's great pass, and now Jenkins one-on-one with Craven. Allen, or Jones rather, doing brilliantly to get back and stop that. And now Allen's got a chase of her own. Ball rolling away from her. That's a great tackle. I think she's knocked it, yeah, for the throw to Wrexham as well. Wow, that's great defending that. Jenkins would be so frustrated not to get a shot off on goal then. Morley Hughes is okay after that strong challenge by Allen. But that's dropped for Jenkins. Shaky Matthias has no real support. Absolute crowd of Wrexham players being here on goal. Rebecca Matthias into Gwyn. That's a good idea, but yeah, if she doesn't get the first touch immediately as it comes across her, she's not going to be able to keep it alive. So still get 0-0. Chance is starting to appear. Wrexham will be frustrated not to have taken that great chance when Steele made the save. But by the same token, Aberystwyth will be looking at those two incidents there where they tried to get through the middle and wonder how they've not got a shot off on goal. Shaky Matthias again going at Lily Jones. That's a nice idea, that. Matthias, tight angle, but she might hit it. She does. Craven, key save. And Cairns, important, she got to that first. Pritchard looking for Hughes. Isaac looked to handle that, she did. Big let off that for Wrexham, goodness me. And well done, Craven. He managed to stand her ground. It was great work by Flaky Matthias. Worked a nice little 1-2. It's just cutting in. Good return pass. And from a tight angle, Craven did well to get something on it and save. And then Cairns, crucially, just got there. Ewers was looking to poach it. So, Wrexham coming forwards now. But it's offside. Yeah, you feel the goals are coming here. Gone halfway through the first half. Wrexham might be a little disappointed that we've not imposed ourselves a touch more against a side that's struggling at the moment. Although they, that game that they got walloped here, 4-0 by Britain Ferry, it was 0-0 half time, 0-0 after an hour, and they caved in rather. So it may just be a case of persisting. That's a good ball, is it? And lucky. But they've got a bit of originality about them. Aberystwyth, they're looking for the ambitious passes. Cairns comes off it for the throw. AI Nash reckons that beeping noise is a roadrunner stuck in the wall. That's a common issue here on the west coast, of course, of Wales. I like it. Yes, actually, Track Act said just about to mention that beeping noise when I said about it. It's become the Aberystwyth trademark, isn't it? As the throw's flicked on. Allen in control of that situation. Oh, that's asking a lot of Pritchard's. Did well to get a foot in there. And now Hughes, oh, unlucky. Wasn't a bad idea. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Ruby Slippers then, it's another glorious moist Welsh day, I see. Indeed. Well, Matthias hasn't managed to pull off a stunt, take it from the wrong place. Fuller, can she deliver something? No, and now she's going to have to do some defending. Allen is too robust. Free kick. Yeah, I think we just need to be getting a bit more of a grip in midfield, really. We've been playing with the 4 in the middle. We've taken one out to go up front. Idden's actually been dropping off an awful lot to help out. But yeah, you just feel we need a bit more of a grip in that middle of the pitch at the moment. So, Rebecca Matthias. That's a nice ball in there. Wrexham one-time ball, get it. That was a nasty little delivery. Craven then, with the kick. Lily Jones. That's nicely done. Good touch by Cairns. Good vision as well. Pritchard goes well to keep that going. Can't quite find Fuller though. Again, they're asking Flaky Matthias to use her pace, but no one's that quick. What a good start Lily Jones has had to this game. Cairns. Well, Hinderton, as she did when she set up the first goal on Sunday, treads on the ball and uses it to her advantage. Suckley's just gone too soon and she knows it. That's unlucky. Just carried the ball a little bit too far, didn't she, in them before delivering the pass. Suckley made the right run, but she knew it hadn't been delivered in time. Steele. delivers again. Gets to the halfway and doesn't keep her in this time though. Oh, does she? Yes. Lily Jones gets a half clear. Some good scrapping in midfield by Scourfield. Aberystwyth in a tight area, playing their way out quite well. Ooh, until that happened, Jenkins nailing a teammate, and Fuller looks to take advantage of ball for Hughes to chase. Yeah, because Isaac is quick and very sure. She reads the game really well. She's a very good centre back. Ooh, Allen, another very good centre back, recovers well there. Baston Van Cairns though. But it is a foul. Iddenden was down for a moment then off the ball. Maybe it was just, might have been tying her laces actually. She looks okay there as she tries to retrieve the ball. Wrexham's bench will want to solve this conundrum and get their team imposing themselves a bit more on this game. That's nice. Fuller now driving forwards. Iddenden, good turn again. Pritchard, that's good recovery by Matthias. Fuller laying it back. Allen. Good pressure by Clayton Matthias, is forcing Wrexham into own half. Lily Jones now with the typical surge forwards. Good ball. Suckley looking for Iddenden. Away by Gwynn. And then again, Iddenden. Hughes made a good run. This time she finds it. Suckley attacking the box. Hughes hooks it in, unlucky, but can Cairns finish? Oh, too close to the keeper again. The gap that appeared between the two centre-backs for her to hit just forced her to drive it down the keeper's throat. But more promising from Wrexham, no question. Still looking for that first goal though. Free kick. Cairns apologises. The hold-up is... They're fetching the ball, are they? Oh, no, it's left lying on the pitch. There's nobody on the side of the pitch to actually clear that up. We've got a multi-ball system, but nobody on those balls to throw them back on the pitch. Track Act has got an interesting suggestion. Let's have a look at this now then. Suckley back there defending. And Lightfoot. Roberts wins a throw. Yeah, Track Act on Ask Wrexham. Maybe a few balls over the top and down the middle might be worth trying in this weather. Yeah, I mean, normally you'd sort of discourage that because the ball bounces onto the keeper. I do think sometimes you see in Adron Premier games, especially on 4G, that the ball seems to die a little bit as you knock it through the middle. So not normally a tactic I've encouraged, but I think in this situation, you know, a bit of dropping it in behind their defence might cause them a few problems. Lightfoot, that's good. Hughes, Cairns just beaten to it though. Roberts did well. Jenkins will come and force Craven to pick up early. Jones's pass for once doesn't find a teammate, but Suckley is strong. And she finds Iddenden. Important interception by Isaac, and Hughes has done well here to dispossess it. Well, she was leaning on it, I'll accept that, but you know, I mean, little unlucky that was really as she backed into Isaac. It was borderline, probably just went over the border. Moments earlier though, Hughes was delivering this cross in. And Cairns had a chance. Like I said, there wasn't much of the goal visible to aim at, though. Struck it pretty well, but straight at Steele. Now here's Wrexham defending with Lightfoot doing well just to get that Parkley clear. Now can she actually win it back? No, but she's forcing a back pass in the Wrexham half. Hughes will go up to put pressure on Steele, who under hits that. Iddendon's just beaten to it. That was a dangerous moment then. Rebecca Mathias was alert and has managed to sneak out to the right hand side. Pugh feeding it forwards, something for Jenkins to chase, but again Lily Jones looks so impressive at the back here. Given away though by Lovis. Good foot in again by you-know-who. And the free kick as well, because she was caught there. Got a good foot in. Got a kick on the ankle for her trouble. No doubts that it was not intentional. You was the striker. I think it was going for the ball, but just Jones is too quick. Wrexham really now it's a little bit frustrating for her now, just wanting to impose, wanting to test Steele properly. Hughes looking to touch it on. Isaac's there. Fuller. Can Wrexham move it a bit of snap? Good ball again to Iddendon, unlucky. Cairns, Lightfoot's available to the left. Jones could join in here as well. Instead Wrexham work it to Lovis. Put under pressure, does well to turn. Looks for Lightfoot. Pugh with the foot in. Iddendon looking to turn, outpace though. Scraps to win it back, that's good. Hughes dropping off. Looking for Iddendon, but Iddendon has done well to make something of it actually. And dig out a pass for Pritchard now. She's got chance to deliver here. Again, it's near post. Hughes, can she conjure something up? Shifting feet. That's a good ball. Lightfoot gets away from it. Cairns can't trouble the keeper either. Lily Jones is going to hit this and mishits it. Unlucky. She has earned the right though, hasn't she? The long-range goals that she's struck, she's earned the right to have a pot from this distance, especially against the keeper making her first start. Yeah, Sophie Steele is 19, which makes her quite old in this Aberystwyth team, to be honest with you. I mean, just a quick look at their team. As I say, keeper Steele is 19. But then you've got Pugh, who is 25. This is the most experienced team they put out this season. They've been regularly picking 3 15-year-olds. As Alan will deal with that. Yeah, so Pugh's 25. Isaac is only 20. Rebecca Mathias 28. Scarfield 17. Morley Hughes 16. Gwynn 17. Hlakey Mathias 17. It goes on. Admittedly, Bethan Roberts 32. Gosh, she must feel weird in that team. So, Amy Jenkins 28, and then Ewers up front is the only 15-year-old actually in the starting lineup. But that's an inexperienced team, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teenagers in the starting 11, and that's by far the least they've fielded this season. That's nice by Wrexham until Cairns gives it away. We need to make a bit more certain of our passes here as Wrexham win a free kick. Might have liked an advantage as Cairns was slaloming her way out of trouble. Remember, if you've got any issues you want to have a chat about at half time, please fire them in on Ask Wrexham. Or go through them all. Alan has to leave that for Craven. It's just little ones like that, you know, backwards free kick which ends up going through to the keeper and it wasn't the intention. Just need to make sure a bit more. Good foot in by Suckley. Good vision by Fuller. Pritchard wants this. She's in space. Jones goes through the middle instead, though. Hughes available to the left. Pritchard to the right. Iddendon instead tries to test the keeper. And I'm not going to say it's not a good idea to test the keeper from outside the box, but there were some very good passing options there that she could have used. Great work again by Lily Jones. 3 on 2. And Iddenden took one of them out. Pritchard maybe hadn't quite got up to the position you'd like, but still, Hughes was in space in the channel. But Iddenden went for goal, couldn't keep it down. Suckley got it well there. Hughes does well to inconvenience Isaac, but she's found Pugh. And now Lily Jones will have to work to get there ahead of Matthias, which she does. It's a good ball for Iddenden. Nice take as well. She's done well there. Pritchard. You can see there's a lot of players inside. Wrexham had overlap there. But now it's all calmed down. Flaky Matthias. Calm on the ball, and she Wrexham scrapping to win it back. Suckley, that's a good idea. Scalfield read it well. Fuller can switch here, looking for Lightfoot. Important interception by Roberts. Scalfield now. Isaac looking for the pace of Flaky Matthias. That's a nice idea. Will it run away from her though? Yes, it will. Wrexham will have clearly hoped to have imposed themselves a bit more here, but the result's what matters. Lily Jones with the throw. Suckley, nice turn. Iddenden now, this is the good. Hughes inside her. Isaac having to backpedal. Hughes has made a run for it, and she can't quite find her. Cairns has done well to keep that alive twice, but in the end it's hacked away. Unlucky. Cheering from the crowd for that as Lily Jones clashes into Matthias. That's not a bad idea. Flag stays down, but Jenkins's touch wasn't great. If she brought that down, she was well in. Craven with the kick clearance. Not accurate enough though. Pugh away. Allen, towering header. Pugh's got strength as well though, and she's done well. Morley Hughes. It's into a decent area, but too close to the keeper. Craven takes it comfortably. Suckley's offering. Iddenden is down the flank for it. She's just dropping off narrow and gets it. Nice help on to Pritchard. She couldn't quite take it in her strides. Hughes was already pointing to where she wanted it. Suckley, though, has been lively in midfield, getting forwards. Can't bring anything to fruition there. Pritchard scrapping away. Matthias has done well there. Fuller, well, Gwyn rather got Matthias's way and has then caught Fuller. So we're closing in on the half, and Wrexham with more of the ball, but Aberystwyth look good on the break. Not that many clear chances. Lily Jones now. Ambitious pass. Iddenden's done really well to get that. Had no chance of bringing it under control. So Steele was another of these goal kicks. Like I said, I saw her practicing before the match, launching them into the net. Again, good contact. Good hold up play by Jenkins. Dispossessed by Iddenden though. Suckley drops off in space. Fuller. That's a good ball to Hughes. Now there's space inside. She's not going to quite keep that in. And like I said, that's felt like the theme, really. Just get into those sorts of positions. People making nice runs, but not quite when to find them. Weight on the pass, not quite right. Frustration, really, because when we've gone forwards, we found space in the Aberystwyth half fairly easily. There's now their back three. It leaves them very vulnerable down the sides. It's Hughes now. Trying to help her onto Suckley. Pritchard does well to get there. Allen beats Ewers in the air. Pugh slicing it. Lightfoot now. Up against Morley Hughes. Suckley turning nicely. Pritchard's got acres of space. That's an underhit pass, but she's got there. And she's pushed over. Free kick. Clumsy challenge that by Matthias. And that is a card. Touch harsh, perhaps? But anyway, Leek and Matthias has gone in the ref's book. So it was a good attacking position. Just on the edge of the box. And she made no attempt to play the ball. I'm talking myself into this being the yellow cards, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, fair enough. So Lily Jones is on it. That doesn't look 10 yards. The referee agrees. Does a bit of decorating. So Jones has gone for goal and it doesn't come down. It's a funny sort of contact that, wasn't it? It's just sort of sweeping the foot across the ball. It's just trying to dink it over the top and make it drop, but it didn't drop. And the half is petering out a bit for Wrexham now. We're into the last minute of it. Well into the last minute of it. And yeah, just haven't quite got that continuity going. Haven't been able to maintain constant pressure. Helped on by Scarfield. Here now is Lily Jones helping it down the right hand side, but overhit. Like I said, if you fancy throwing in anything for Ask Wrexham at half time, I'll be glad to answer any questions. Ball's hooked clear. Didn't see any announcement for added time. Of course, we generally don't have fourth officials in these games. Can't be much, you wouldn't think, as Jenkins now has it on the flank. The weather was lovely when I got here, but it's bad weather forecast as we have the half-time whistle, and it's really hammering down here now. Well, Wrexham will be a bit disappointed, I think, with that. Aberystwyth having started the season poorly. Wrexham, I think, will have wanted to impose ourselves more than that. But half-time, 0-0. The players are running off now, actually, as the rain hammers down. Oh. Yeah, it's torrential all of a sudden. And of course, you can Allen, Pritchard and Lily Jones not scared of the rain. They're just walking off calmly. But I'll tell you, some of the players were sprinting off then. They didn't like that. So a proper downpour, will it kill that pitch a bit more and encourage those long balls forwards that Track-Ax was talking about? Not a particularly dramatic half, in all honesty, in terms of action. Wrexham worked Steele a couple of times. Suckley has been lively. She did well to work that in, but not enough pace on it. Comfortable for Steele. Idenden, maybe Wrexham's best player, dropping deep and trying to prompt on this occasion, allowed a bit of space, pulled it in. Hughes with a lovely little flick, and that's the big chance of the match, isn't it? Lightfoot hitting it too straight to the keeper. Steele responded well, getting her hands up to it, but Lightfoot really, I think, also have given her no chance. Then this nice little 1-2, Gwyn giving Fleeky Matthias a chance, creamed it well to get behind it, and Cairns importantly got there first at the loose ball. And it was Rosie Hughes trying to swing something in. The ball stuck Cairns well to make something of it, but couldn't get the angle on her shot. If she had it done, obviously she would have hit a defender. And then a great ball by Lily Jones. Iddenden had the option of Hughes to the left, but she went the other way. Maybe they'd be better off rolling in Hughes or Pritchard perhaps. So Wrexham causing more threat, I guess, in terms of making chances. But the actual fact of the matter is that, yeah, frustration for Wrexham. We've carved off that one fantastic chance, and that was about it. So half-time it's 0-0. Let's have a look at your Ask Wrexham questions and see what we can come up with. So firstly, let's have a look. Oops, Daisy. The phone's misbehaving. It's really pouring down now. It's really pouring down, I tell you. So the pitch is going to get soaked. Oh, as suddenly, come back in. I got 2 calls from my wife during while I was talking to you there. I didn't, and I was thinking, she knows I'm commentating. What the? And she's just come in absolutely soaked. Is it raining out? Is it raining by any chance out there? Yeah, it looks like it might be. And she's brought me some fruit tablets. That's so generous of you, because I was struggling a bit in the car coming down. That's very kind of you. Do you want to dry yourself off for a second? I don't think anyone's going to object. You sure? You're listening to Domestic Life with the Griffiths. Yeah, Park Avenue. It's like the Kardashians, but it's more cats, isn't it? cheaper, you say? I'll have you know, I'm used to a life of luxury. Yep, too wet for the beach, you said. Yeah, I can sort of think it might. Yeah, it looks a bit too wet for the beach. You timed it well though to come across just now when it's torrential. Well, that was brilliant. Thank you so much. Well, she's gone off to brave the rain. I wouldn't if I was her. I was staying in here. But hey, right, let's have a little look at Ask Wrexham and see what's going on. Yeah, Mark Butler, quite right. A messy old 45 there. I suspect a bit of tension to set in, because to not win this one would indicate a dogfight of a season to come. I think that's fair. That's a fair comment. She's calling me again now. I don't understand what's going on. Do I take this call on air? I don't know. I just saw her that second. What's this? Oh, no, I'm not. Bless her. She's probably telling me it's raining. Yes, you are quite right, Mark Butler. It really is a game you desperately want to get the 3 points from. They've struggled, Aberystwyth. Like I said, they've often cracked in the second half of games, so you know, don't leave your seat. But I'll tell you what's happened. I've got to break off. The grounds has looked very much like a Netherlands international. There's loads of kids in orange kit. I'm using the word loads in its comparative sense, but they're all on the halfway line on the pitch now, and I just feel sorry for them. You know, they've obviously been told they can have a kickabout on the pitch, and that'll be really cool. But sending them out in this just feels like a sort of cruel and unnecessary punishment. So the poor things, they're absolutely soaked. The keeper has kept on a sort of white hoodie, which is way too big for her. I don't know. In the 70s, Peter Shilton apparently used to wear an all-white shirt in goal for Leicester because he reckoned it made him look bigger. So maybe that keeper's sister out wearing a parent's hoodie, and she looks like a proper obstacle. Meanwhile, the Aberystwyth subs are warming up in what look weirdly like monks' cloaks. They're very strange. So I don't know whether, quite apart from sourcing players from the university, they've got a monastery or something around here that they've managed to sneak a few people in from. More likely to be a nunnery, I guess. Yeah, Track Acts is agreeing what we were saying. He said earlier about, or she said earlier about knocking balls long passes, definitely frequently dying on the soggy pitch. Well, it's going to take a soaking here. So yeah, the second half could get quite interesting if you can work out the conditions quicker than the opposition. Jeff Lang, what are my thoughts on reducing the pitch and goal sizes for women's football? No and no, Jeff, as my attitude to it. Not least because I think one of the things that even in a game like this where we're not making chances, it still is interesting and worth watching for the simple reason that there's space on the pitch, and I like that. You know, the game gets stretched, and you know, there's a sense of something's coming when we get breaking away. Hughes runs into pockets well, Inden, Suckley, Pritchard has been. You know, there's just that sense of okay, players are getting the opportunity to get their head up with a bit of space and deliver. So certainly not, no. Hi Desert Dragon, weren't we going to add extra time in that weather? Well, yeah. Let's see. Yes, Ruby Slippers, you're right. You can hear the rain hitting the press box roof harder. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I've got like this. I don't know. It's an undiscovered condition. I can't spot rain when I'm in my house. The lady who just brought me cough tablets, you know, she'll be like, "Oh, look at the rain. It's terrible," and I'm like, "Nah, it's not." But it is. I just, some reason, can't spot rain. And when it was starting to rattle on the roof here, I was thinking, is it not? But yeah, you could really hear it coming down. I should point out as well that we're on the second level of the camera gantry. It's a nice permanent camera gantry they built here. The cameras are on the roof of us, so the actual roof, the noise you can hear is the rain rattling onto that roof, not the roof directly above us, which tells you how loud it is. It's coming down fast, I'm telling you. So let's have a look, what else have we got here? Yeah, Jim Monticello saying that it's Montefiore, isn't it, I think? So they're dedicated fans to come out on such a lovely Sunday. Yeah, it was forecast for this, but it was lovely when I got here. A beautiful drive down, lovely. But I'm afraid, yeah, the forecast turned out to be right. Track acting, you'd like to see a few of the throw-ins taken a bit more quickly. We have hustled on occasion, and yeah, Aberystwyth's shape slightly odd to me in a way, because they got the two wide sort of wing backs. Well, I mean, certainly Clayton Mathias on the left particularly isn't really coming back to help out much. When she did, she got herself a bucking. Morally Hughes on the right a bit more conservative, which I think is why we're, if you think back, focusing quite a lot on the right. Pritchard's got into some good positions. Hughes has made some good in-to-out runs, and Suckley and Inden have on occasion as well. And I think that's why I think Clayton Mathias doesn't track back as much. Understandably, she's their best attacking option to my eyes. But it does just open up a little bit of space, and it also, I think, would reward quick thinking. If you ball goes out, like you said, for a throw or if there's a set piece and the chance to feed that ball into the gap behind their defence on their left, then they've got a problem to deal with. So yeah, I think that's a smart idea. They really reduce space in the middle of the pitch. Scourfield and Gwynn and Roberts really working hard in the centre of the pitch to, you know, to make sure that Wrexham can't get through that way. But if you bypass those three, they're fairly open, especially, like I said, on their left. As Jason, Wrexham Phoenix, says, how am I enjoying retirement? Is it giving me more time to focus on Wrexham? Well, okay, I'm loving retirement because I'm not in work. I tell you, it's the way to be. Apologies if I've said this before, because I think I probably have. First 6 weeks just felt like I was on summer holiday as normal. I felt brilliantly naughty when they all went back into school. Naughty is the word. I felt like I'd phoned in sick, but there was nothing wrong with me. That was when it really kicked in and felt fantastic. But I realised last weekend I need to discipline myself and give myself a timetable, because I feel busier than I was, which makes no sense. And the honest truth of it is that in the past I was forced to be disciplined. So I'd come home from work at 4, I'd have something I need to get to the club by around 6, so I'd really crack on with it. Now I'll get up at 8, wander down, have breakfast. I think, right, I'll get that job done now for the club, but I'll put the telly on while I do it, and a procession of cats will come and demand attention, and after 2 hours I'll realise I've written 4 sentences. So I'm essentially, I think, stretching out the less work longer. So now I'll take from 8 in the morning till 6 to set up to do that thing. So yeah, I've decided I'm going to start marking off a couple of hours at the start of the day, get everything done then with no distraction, and then I can fit more things in, or just lounge around. That sounds, lounging around like a king, that sounds good to me. So yes, thanks for asking, Jason. It's good fun, but I haven't yet organised my time for the second part of your question. Like I say, giving more time to focus on Wrexham. I haven't quite cracked that yet, but I will. Jim also asking, do the Aber women get paid like Wrexham, including the 15-year-old? No, they'll be amateur, won't they? The 4 semi-pro are Wrexham, Cardiff, Swansea, TNS. So yeah, the rest would be semi-pro. Like I said, there's a lot of youth in this team. Not, I think, what they would want. They had real problems off the pitch last year. Their manager walked out and, well, it was bizarre. He took the job with Pontypridd men halfway through the season, having really got Aberystwyth out organised, and seemed to want to keep this job as well. And funnily enough, Aberystwyth Town didn't take a very positive view of that. But he had done a decent job organising the team. They went through manager, they had a temporary manager, and then they had a local team's men's manager and Anthony Williams, the men's Aberystwyth Town manager, jointly taking it in turns, taking games. It was very messy, but to be fair to them, they got into top 4 for the second time in their history, and they had a very good season. But over the summer, yeah, like I said, they've lost some good experienced players, one of whom was a legendary player for them, who retired, and the players they brought in, well, none of them are starting this game. They've not had, obviously, the impact they'd have wanted. As Wrexham have come back out, just as the rain picks up a bit more, and they're doing a warm-up. I think you might need to warm up for both meanings of the word today. Rosie Hughes is walking along, enjoying the rain with her arms outstretched. But yeah, it's coming down, and then the referee's starting to come out. No sign of Aberystwyth, who sensibly, I think, are going to stay undercover as long as possible. But you know, we're from Wrexham, we're not bothered by torrential rain. The weather doesn't happen to us, we happen to the weather. Ainash says, last season when we played Aberystwyth, there were lots of pellets that looked like hailstones on the pitch. Was enlightened yesterday. They had to stop burns from the AstroTurf. We live and learn. I thought it was also about like the even bounce as well, that they're there. I think there are maintenance reasons why they're there as well. Made, as I understand it, from shredded tyres. And you occasionally see on pitches like this where I always enjoy this, where they don't rake them out properly. Harrogate were always notorious for that, and you'd see, I remember particularly Rob Lainton looking terrified as a back pass rolled along the floor and then started skipping at him like a skipped stone over the sea, because there were waves of those rubber pellets. The referee, is he pulling them back off the pitch or asking for part of the pitch to be cleared out? It looks quite wet in the corner from the way you're watching it, top right corner, but yeah, so by the sort of corner flag, yeah, so the ref's bringing them back in. Right, just trying to, but is it, I don't know. Yes, it's just come onto the pitch there, hasn't it? There's a puddle by, from your view, the right corner flag, and the puddle has come onto the pitch, it looks like, hasn't it? So whether they're going to try and drain it, no particular sign of anyone rushing to try and drain it, to be honest. Nobody's doing anything. Where's Aaron Hayden and his broom? But that's what it looks like. The Wrexham team bus is parked in the corner by the bridge, and yeah, looks like it's come onto the pitch there. So they need to do something about that. I mean, it doesn't look like it's encroaching too much, the picture you're showing, but I think if you go to the left, it's a little bit more. And yeah, they are now down there with their brooms. Finally, someone's found something to, and hopefully this won't be a long stoppage, because that's the only standing water that I can see. It just hasn't drained well. Yeah, so there's 2 guys there now, and one of them's wearing a high-vis jacket, which means it's official, and they're pushing it off the pitch. Good stuff. The referee and the officials have stayed on the pitch, albeit in the shadow of the stand. But yeah, to the right of that main stand, we've got 2 fellas now who look to have pretty much finished the job. Now, they may have to lie on the sides of the pitch, of course, now, as sandbags. That's what I'd suggest. They just made an announcement. If anybody is very tall in the crowd, could they please come and lie down next to the JD Sport advert? Yeah, they've pretty much done that now. So hopefully we can crack on. I think that Mr. Nash is correct. We need a few more of those little black bobble things down there. Sure, they're absorbent. Yes, Jeff Lang saying mulling and a towel is required. Wrexham fan, deluge of rain, not goals. May it reverse soon. But yeah, it's looking a bit better there. Wrexham are coming back out again, so that's good news. Todd Cross says it's just a matter of time before we score. We've got this, Reds. Well, Nash, I was saying about the Aberystwyth subs. Monk's cloaks, he says. Sounds like they need to shake that bad habit. Oh. Jason Wrexham Phoenix. Now, this is a really interesting question. Do players ever worry about getting sick playing in weather like this? I don't think I've ever heard people talking about that in football at all. They do in cycling, but I think a big part of that is because, you know, you're cycling in the peloton, there's people in front of you, and their tyres are kicking the water up. Now, that water has got the filth from the road in it, and so riders end up swallowing some of it without realising, just slowly microdosing them. And yeah, they often report sickness after, especially at the Belgian Classics races like that, which are often raced in the rain with a bit of mud around and filth. And so they often report and try to take precautions against upset stomachs. I don't recall ever thinking that about football. I can't recall any examples of that, as we are about to get underway, thank goodness. And here we go. Fuller standing her up, looking for Lightfoot. It's good work by Cairns to keep it alive, but that will roll out of play. When I was a teenager, a long time ago, I remember shaking Charles Dickens' hand. I played a game in unbelievable torrential rain, and it did weird things to my hair. The next morning, it was very frizzy and blondish, whereas my natural hair colour is, I think, in Pantone terms, it's filth brown. Also a great wrestling name, by the way. But anyway, the next couple of days later, it broke that Chernobyl had just happened and the cloud had gone over North Wales, and I convinced myself I was radioactive. But I was fine. Fuller lifts it over the top. Isaac gets rid. So Lovett looking for Indon, does well in the air now. Rosie Hughes, just couldn't quite get it down. Shot comes in and Steele had to be sharp. Not sure it was on target from Gens, it was mishit. Keeper had to be sharp there. Now, Hughes did well to pin the defender, and essentially as a result neither of them could make contact. But yeah, Cairns, I think might be on target. So here it comes. Good defending. That's good defending. Goal kick given, surprisingly. But Wrexham starting on the front foot. Bit of enthusiasm perhaps from Steve Dale. Or maybe just the fact that Yeah, he's been able to make the odd little tweak. Whatever it is, it's a bright start. And Steele has now been worked harder than she has been previously. Jenkins over the top. Now that's a nice idea. And Matthias has got pace, but Allen has got nous. Craven's lost it though. Danger here. Oh, she's managed to recover. Allen was back covering anyway. That's a cute ball down the line. If Flaky Matthias can keep it in. And she's unlucky. Now open start of the second half. Here come Wrexham once more. Important little foot in that is Beckham Matthias clears. Awkward bounce for Lily Jones. Fuller's done well to keep that moving. Cairns as well to bring it down, but she's outnumbered. Ooh, a bit of afters going on there. Off the ball. Ref's happy. And here comes Lightfoot. Hughes is on the shoulder of Isaac and receives. She's got 3 players in the box if she wants to deliver. Lightfoot's in support. Waiting for the ball to come to her, but Hughes now does act. Oh, it's another important defensive header. Wrexham encouragingly working the Aberystwyth defenders more in the box now, and a bit of that hustle as well to try and get the ball back into play quickly too. Suckley wants it. Pritchard has got Hughes demanding it. She points with her left hand, doesn't get it where she wanted it, but didn't rather spins nicely. Important challenge on the edge of the box, but Wrexham have it again. This is good. Suckley. Fuller wants it inside. Suckley was fouled, was she? Well, it's not the greatest advantage, but Wrexham have done well to keep it. Cairns. Suckley picking out the pass. Pritchard. Oh, it's good. Change of pace. Driving inside. Good strength as well, but she's taken out in the end. Wrexham squandering the ball. But Hughes picks it up once more. That's good. Looking at a good ball to Lightfoot. First touch setter, Hughes, who drills it. Good save by the keeper. Iddenden will get there first. And the block, well done, Steele again. Good break. Wrexham really going at it now. Looking promising. That strike from outside the box. Driven well, but Steele got down to save it. Steele then with another good kick. Allen, second attempt. Back to Lily Jones. This is much more like it from Wrexham, really getting at Aberystwyth here. Craven. Jones with a bit of space to operate in. That's good. Typical Lily Jones. Driving on, done well. Fuller though has pressed well. They've worked well in midfield. That's a kick on the back of her ankle. Suckley, that's a good ball. Hughes, can she finish? Good defending that. Now then, is there a break on in the other direction? Wow, this is really open now, isn't it? Love it. Strong challenge. Fuller coming across and just looking to nick the ball away. It's protected well. There's Scourfield. Good footing by Lovett. Now the defence is very high. Hughes has got Iddenden inside it. Looks for her first time. Iddenden. Oh, good tackle. Great cover. Corner for Wrexham. Yeah, I thought so. That's Heather Davis, who's one of the summer signings, who's come on in defence for Aberystwyth, number 5. Didn't notice because she came in on half-time. For Ewers, the 15-year-old striker, she's already made some important interventions on the left-hand side of her defence, and it was her again there as Wrexham broke through. Cairns will take the corner, but only after some treatment for Madeleine Gwyn, who's gone down in midfield. So Cairns spots her up, but they'll have to wait until Gwyn's treatment is completed. But Wrexham looking much better now, really aggressive and positive. Gwyn going off the pitch. Cairns waits in the pouring rain. So Wrexham have put Allen on the keeper. Hughes on the edge of the 6-yard box. She's got a short option in Lily Jones if she wants to use it. Two players looking to attack the far post. Fuller is up there. And they have made a change, Aberystwyth. So Gwyn has gone off. So here we go. Winston near post, another corner. That's fed into the near post. Ooh, it's a shout for a penalty from Fuller, not given. Did she get there first? That's the question. That's great work by Lovett. Does really well to stop Morley Hughes. But that was a big penalty shout from Fuller. If she got there first, she's got a case, I think. Elan Jones is the player who replaced Gwyn. So, controversial moment there. Wrexham don't get the call. There is Fuller going long. The rain starts to come down heavier again. That puddle is starting to encroach, I think, once more. Aberystwyth's ground staff need to keep an eye on that. Liv Fuller. Craven. Here's Jones now. Nice to the feet of Iddenden. Some a bit snappier as well, aren't we? Just using the ball a bit better as Suckley wins the throw. Just popping it around. That's good. Quick throw. That's nice. Iddenden there. The bounce just deceives her. Unlucky. But it's the right idea. Get at them straight away. Jones touch lets her down. And Wrexham are going to make some changes now. Looks like Cara Jones is ready to come on. Well, her energy coming on as a sub is going to be useful. And she's replacing Rebecca Pritchard. And the other change, it's going to be Suckley coming off. Nat Clark, is it coming on? So, let's see how this settles down now. Jones has stepped up into midfield as Clark has come on. Here she is now, driving it forward. Unlucky. Wrexham again with Fuller. Does well to tame that and switches beautifully. Lightfoot now has got 4 players attacking the box. She finds Fuller under pressure. Does well to get past 1. Does really well to get past 2. Threads it. Lightfoot can't get it past Isaac, the first defender, though. And immediate thoughts, it looks like we may have reverted back to that box midfield. Cara Jones on the right. As Iddenden lays it back. Nice work by Lovett. Does really well. Now Lightfoot, couldn't quite take it in his stride, and Cairns catches the player. Went for the ball, but yeah, arrived late. So yeah, Cara Jones looks like she's a straight swap at right wing back for Pritchard. But then, yeah, more of a box midfield it looks like. Or is it? Maybe not. No, I think Iddenden may still be up front of Hughes. We'll see how what her movement's like. She's been dropping off a lot anyway in linking play. Isaac with a free kick. Allen with a firm header clear. Lightfoot is after this. Won't get there. There's been a mix-up though. Unnecessary loss of possession by Aberystwyth. Cairns has looked good in the second half. Lee Jones got space here. Cara Jones outside her. Jones now. 4 players attacking the box again. It's blocked. Good solid defending that. Jones' first chance to deliver. And it's given Aberystwyth's way. Chris George getting involved. Is it too early to wheel out my fantastic stat that the Wrexham women's team, since reforming in 2018, have never been involved in a goalless draw? I'm trying to tempt fate here so we can score a couple. This is Jones now. Lightfoot gets a foot in. Wrexham claim it back. Craven. It's good ball stuffy to Cairns. That's nicely done. Clark. Cairns looks to do what Clark was looking for, but she can't find Cara Jones. She's at least won a throw. Lily Jones wants to take this quickly. Iddenden was on the same track and has done well to help that on. Fuller, who just gets that one. Wrexham get the call. Cara Jones then looks for movement. Lily Jones offers. Lily Jones was excellent, wasn't she, against Swansea in this role, and she's won another throw. Lily Jones then given a little bit of space. The ball in, not to her normal standards. We've won it back. It's Davis launching it clear. She's been very busy since she's come on at half time. Allen wants to take it quickly. That's a good idea. Lily Jones does well there. That's a foul. Lily Jones stays down worryingly, but yeah, she's okay. And she can maybe rip this free kick in now from level the edge of the area. It's a good position. Fuller's over there too. So Aberystwyth leaving flaky Matthias up front on her own. Wrexham sent Cara Jones back. Her pace required if they manage to clear for something that Matthias can chase. Right, Lily Jones, packed 6-yard box. And she can't drop it in, can she? Oh, it's in! It's in! Wrexham take the lead. That, I think, judging by the celebrations, might be a Lily Jones goal, you know. Although Nat Clark was in there, so was Allen. But Wrexham take a lead, a crucial lead, with an hour gone. Yeah, Jones whipped a beauty in. Not sure whether anybody got a touch on that. It was certainly into a nasty area. Looked a bit flat when she delivered it, but the defender at the near post didn't deal with it this time. So she rips it in. There's an attempt at a back heel by Clark. I think it hits Isaac on the line, but she couldn't. That was going to go in anyway. It was driven in nicely. I think, you know what? I think Clark did get a touch on that, looking at the tighter angle. So Wrexham have the lead. That's the most important thing. And Aberystwyth now trying to build bug. Important foot in that by Lovis. Precious lead this. Allen, good strength. Attempt to switch doesn't work, although it's an awkward one for Marley Hughes. She's lost it. Yeah, mystery of the goal scorer. Like I say, Clark overran it, but flicked her back heel at it. I think she got a touch on that herself. Throwing a halfway liner. It's Cairns being roughhoused by Jones, does well to keep hold of it, and Allen does well. That's Iddenden now between the lines, options either way. Good run into the box, and she's looking for it, just over hit. Unlucky. Great run by Lily Jones and good vision by Iddenden. She brings an element of creativity between the lines, Iddenden, that I really like. Long clearance. Leaky Matthias is quick to get to that. Oh, Aaron Lovett special. I love that. Great challenge, tell you what. It's a chance for a break. And now Lovett will have to defend again. Matthias takes it early. Too early. Pravish had nobody able to keep up with her at all. Comfortable save for Craven. We were talking before the game started about the confusing numbers that Aberystwyth often wear. You know, Isaac wearing 9 and Wrexham having Idden wearing 6. In terms of trying to throw the opposition with unexpected sort of visual cues, how about Erin Lovett tackling like that and wearing a pink scrunchie? Just doesn't go together. But that was a steak and kidney pie of a tackle. That was fair play. Aberystwyth for the throw in then. 35, 40 yards out. They must have been working in that corner, I think, without me noticing, because it looks a bit drier again than it did last time I looked. Wrexham dealt with it. The rain. Oh, yeah. Bear in mind what I said earlier about always being incapable of seeing rain. I could be wrong, but I reckon it stopped. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. I'm getting a nod. That's good news. No foul given either way there. His clearance not the best. Fuller gets across. And, well, foul given against her in the end. As I think Craven was going to deal with that situation. So a chance for Aberystwyth to put players in the box. Rosie Hughes has stayed up front. Libby Isaac, in a sign of her confidence in her pace, is allowing Hughes a yard head start. And it's straight through to Craven. Lovett and Flaky Matthias went down in a heap. Matthias said there's a penalty. It's a long way off the ball for the officials to see it. As here comes Lightfoot. That's nice. Strong work by Morley Hughes, but Lightfoot's done ever so well. Throw in. And Wrexham are going to bring Mary Gibbard on. And it's Brooke Cairns who leaves the pitch on the opposite side from the substitution. So Gibbard will come in. Cairns has put in a good shift, but for my money, and used the ball well. But Gibbard is a strong, experienced player. He is another one, Alan, having to deal with this awkward bouncing, but Clark, beg your pardon, and she does well. That's good. Jenkins did enjoy that. Here's Fuller now. Allen is offering in the left back position. Craven will use her. Yeah, saying about those problems playing out from the back that we had at Britton Ferry, you've got to remember we also didn't have Karen Allen, who is a player who's very confident in these sort of positions. Here's Lily Jones. Idden's dropped off and her teammates are saying, try and feed her through. Wouldn't be a bad ball, but it would be a slightly dangerous one if she got it wrong, so instead Craven knocking it on. Idden's now chasing Steele, who does well to dig that out. Lightfoot. I love it, because, well, good intervention out. She looks to her right, she's got all sorts of options. Lightfoot as well, instead she beats up Scarfield. Shot too straight. But again, looking to make things happen, Lightfoot, fair play to her. There were options to the right, though. You had 3 players goal side of their markers. Allen. Davis with the throw then. Cairns has finally made her long journey around the pitch of the dugout behind her. And that's Craven's ball. Well, we're not going to have a goalless draw, are we? After all, my fantastic stats can roll on. Been quite a good weekend for stats of the men's team, though, finding that Conco, his 50th game for Wrexham yesterday, and no goalkeeper has a better goals per game conceded record than him if they've made 50 appearances. That's not bad. And an outright club record for the... Oh, that's a good ball by Lily Jones. Hughes does well to help that on, but she fouled. Yes, ref did well to play advantage. Yeah, an outright club record. 17 five-figure league attendances in a row. And we've never done that before. 16 we managed in the... Well, from the 77-78 season going into the next season. But wow. Every game, that is, with the temporary cough, which shows just how great an idea it was to build it. That took us over 10,000, and we've got the record. We've filled it ever since. Here's Fuller, keeping it alive, but no one's able to capitalise. Steele. Fuller looking for Iddenden, who's held the ball up well again. Fuller, that's a good idea. I think she hit Iddenden, but she's fighting for that second ball. Hughes too. And Jones looking for Cara Jones. Still well to keep that in, really. Some of it back though. Fuller put under pressure. Allen, was she fouled? No. Through to Aberystwyth. Only Flaky Messias ahead of the ball though, and the ref stops the throw because Allen's hurt. Yeah, she's seemed to be caught to me. She's okay, but yeah, Allen, as we know, is a real warrior who keeps going through all these knocks. So another change by Aberystwyth. Just love it. Hooks the ball away. Maybe Jenkins coming off, and then Thomas coming on. Fleeky Mathias has gone into the middle now for them. She's been their main threat, hasn't she, with her pace. As free kicks given again to Aberystwyth in midfield. We've been the better side comfortably in the second half, but it's only one goal. This little scrappy spell of play is not really favouring us. We need to settle into this now, get control again, I would argue. This is Davis with the kick. Half-hearted shout for handball. Referees played a good advantage there. Allen again ends up getting clattered, and the crowd gasp as the ball's hoofed forwards and hits the Wrexham bar, but yeah, the whistle had gone long before then. Craven with the kick. Bit of a lucky bounce. Pugh, nice idea. Too strong. Ooh, Allen just having a bit of trouble receiving that, but the strength gets her out of trouble for temporarily. Mathias is available. Fuller was covering well. Now then, Cara Jones on the charge. 3 players up in support. Hughes are the marks in the middle, and crucial work again. Isaac, such a good centre-back. Used her pace, got across. Kimberly B is watching from Boise, Idaho. Wow, cool. I'll answer your question in a sec. Here's Lovett, and that's a chance for a break here now. Mathias. That's offside, surely. Yeah. No problem there. Yes, Kimberly, you ask, will all the women's matches be on iFollow? Thank you for your stats. Oh, well, I mean, it's the least I could do. I wish I had a Wrexham anorak on me today. Oh, is Wrexham that's sloppy? We need to just, the last couple of minutes, we need to pick up that tempo a little bit. There's a few mistakes creeping in. Sorry. Yes, all games are streamed unless they're covered by S4C, which is the Welsh language TV channel. But then they stream games and you can get to watch those, off their stream, and we will give audio commentary on those. So yes, we cover all the women's games for free. Just noticed that Pugh's got Sedgwick on the back of her shirt. Now she's been given out as Pugh, I think, as I saw on the team sheet. So I'm assuming she's just got the wrong shirt on. I thought her name was long. Oh, yeah, that nearly carried through for Gibbard, and Isaac has to be certain. Steele. Oh, there's a proper contact. Allen, a heavy touch by her. She gets a bit lucky. Clipping it down the flank. It's not the worst idea. It's asking a lot of Jones. She's fast, but that's not possible. Is it just me, or is Allen, who is coming back from injury, of course, just looking at a touch leggy at the moment? She's taken her customary battering. She's always putting herself in. I just wonder if she quite looks right at the moment out there. I don't think there's anything drastically wrong, but is she a bit tired out perhaps? Fuller dropping off. Craven now. That's a good ball. Idendon can be relied on to do this sort of work, turning after good holder play. Great ball to Lightfoot now. Can she deliver? Two players at the far post, marked by one. That's a crucial intervention, that corner. Really good defending, because Lightfoot has got herself into a great position. Superb hold-up play by Idendon, and a good pass out on the back by Craven. Yeah, that was really good work. Wouldn't give up. I should put it behind the Jones to corner left-hand side. Hughes stepping in front of the keeper. Allen gets up, doesn't get a proper contact on it though. It's cleared long. It's not kept in, and Wrexham, well, wanted to get on with things. Referee tells Lovett, who's ended up over there after the set piece, that she's stealing a few yards. She takes it from the same place anyway. Oh, and the referee gives it the other way around. Well, yeah, that's going to happen. Well, having said that, often I've seen referees just keep warning players when they've released the ball. What the ref's just done there, I think's the rules. I think that's correct. But I've seen plenty of games lately where referees just keep warning players even when they've thrown it in from the wrong place. Anyway, here's Fuller battling. Early ball's not the worst idea. Hughes had made that run, and Allen spotted it, but yeah, couldn't quite pick her out. It'd have been a hell of a pass if she had. Into the last quarter of an hour then. Wrexham desperate for our first 3 points of the season. Jones nods it down. Idendon, great vision. Now then, Lightfoot running in on goal. Can she find the finish? She's on her left foot, and she slots it in beautifully. Wrexham take a 2-goal lead. Excellent layoff, and Lightfoot did well, just waited for the keeper to come out. Slotted it in the bottom corner, and Amber Lightfoot is away and running for the season. So, Wrexham delighted. Lightfoot punching the air of joy. It was a lovely layoff. Lightfoot, the first touch had to be good, and it was. She drives in, keeper comes out quickly, but Lightfoot just keeps her cool and slots it into the bottom corner. Lovely. It was a good piece of work by Idendon, wasn't it? She really holds the ball up well and is aware of what's going on around it. And she slots it in. Great goal. First goal of the season for her. And you could see in her celebration how happy she was with it. Quite right. Wrexham have got a bit of breathing space now. Aberystwyth have only scored once this season, and that was by you as the young striker who came off at half-time. Here now. Oh, what a sloppy pass. Gibbard intercepts well. Iddenden, Hughes wants it over the top. Iddenden delivers. She's onside. The pass just too strong. But Gibbard is making her way into the box now. Hughes has plenty of time here to pick a target. Oh, now maybe Fuller can hit this right-footed. Ooh, that's not coming back anytime soon. Yeah, goal kick. But Wrexham got that breathing space now. Fuller, real chance for her here to strike that and really put a nice finish on this game. So, goal kick. Not such a good contact on that. Wrexham can't come forwards. That was well read by Gwyn, and that's an idea down the left-hand side now. Only Lovett's back here. Can it be kept in? No, not quite. Well, we were opened up there. Only Lovett was able to get back. But we got away with it, basically. Allen. Oh, it's not the best pass. The long-range effort's a good one. It's a goal. Out of the blue. Isaac hits a screamer. Well, I said she was good, didn't I? Well, that was a sloppy ball out from the back. Allen fed it straight to her. But heck, Isaac just nailed it. Brilliant hit. Absolutely superb. And all of a sudden, well, that breathing space is gone. She just stepped in, intercepted it ahead of Lily Jones. Right foot, absolute screamer in off the bar. Brilliant finish. And we do have still a game on our hands. But what a strike that was. Brilliant. So, we're going to have to work for it here. 11 minutes left, plus added time. Hughes brings it down nicely. Iddenden turns into trouble. Still battling away. Gwyn's done well, but she's outnumbered. Fuller digs the ball out. She plays it wide. Cara Jones now in on goal. She's got Gibbard in the middle. Strikes it instead. Good save by Steele. This game has opened up. It really has. Aberystwyth with that screamer pulling themselves back into it. Fuller did well then to win the ball and finds Jones. Jones probably right to take the shot on. Steele got it behind. It's good delivery, not down now. Hughes tries to backheel it in the goal mouth, doesn't get the proper contact. Apologises straight away. Iddenden again getting first contact with her head. She's good in the air. Hughes' idea didn't work out. Steele now, light foot underneath it. Love it. Iddenden. And Iddenden just looking for that little turn. So strong, back to goal. Clark now. Lily Jones drops off to make a bit of space and threads a great ball. Cara Jones is in again. Can she finish this time? Tight angle, but she can finish, yes! Great work by Cara Jones, and that glorious goal by Isaac is wiped out. But another good move. As this game has worn on, Wrexham have started to open up Aberystwyth. That was a brilliant pass to her, wasn't it, though? Lily Jones split the defence wide open. Cara Jones, tight angle, but drilled it inside the near post. Yeah, this pass by Lily Jones spots it early. Brilliant ball. Defender in the middle, keeping her onside. Keeper has to do better, really, but it's a powerful, typically powerful strike by Cara Jones. He didn't have much goalmouth action in the first half, but the last 5 minutes made up for it, haven't they? Yeah, Cara Jones, tight angle, and she finished it. So, Wrexham back with that 2-goal buffer. Karen Allen back to Craven. Iddenden looked like she come from an offside position. Rock given, and it's lifted over the top. If that had a little less on it. Both Hughes and Lily Jones were looking to sprint in behind the defence. Didn't pan out that way. Fuller again, good foot in. She's done a lot of battling in midfield. She's chopped in half there. And I'm not saying it was intentional, but you can get a card for that. She caught her very high up. The referee's making sure Fuller's okay first, but he's told Scourfield he needs a word, hasn't booked her. No. No. Aberystwyth looks to be changing shape at the back. The players just come sprinting from the bench. Let's see if they made a crafty little sub without anyone. I think they have. I think they might just sneak a sub on. Count how many players that got on there. Hang on. Free kick launched in. Edmonds after this could take. Just got away from her. Gibbard fighting away. Aberystwyth are now looking a bit ragged at the back, aren't they? Lily Jones comes across well. Good challenge. Gets the throw in. So Wrexham. Yeah, Pugh came off. And it's Lily James Evans who came on. And she's gone to right back in what looks like a 4 for Aberystwyth. Or maybe not when I'm looking at... No, yeah. Throw in taken. Allen goes long. It's just sliced off her boot. Throw in to Aberystwyth. 20 yards out from their own goal. Scarfield's touch takes her out of play. Wrexham in the position now to look to close out the first win of the season, which we came here desperately needing, of course. Poor touch by Scarfield. Quick throw. Hughes, that's nice. Hidden done. Good first touch as well. Good challenge by Rebecca Mathias. Had to be. Because Iddendon is starting to get into some promising positions in and around the box as the defenders tie it. Iddendon again wins the header. Rosie Hughes is there. Can't keep the shot down. It's the sort of combination you want to see between those two, though, like we said, playing together for the first time, or starting together, should I say, for the first time. And they've shown some promise. Steele spotting the ball up. Bit of a toe poke, that one. And Wrexham are scrapping to claim it back. Foul given against Lily Jones. That alarm's not gone off since we went ahead. Maybe it's an alarm in more ways than one. It just feels it when Aberystwyth are behind. Here's Lightfoot trying to tame the ball. That's a good ball. Is Hughes offside? Yes. Yeah, Hughes just went too soon. Desperate to get a goal to go alongside that opener she got for the season last Sunday, of course, against Swansea. Close range header. That's Leahy Mathias bringing it down. That's a good turn. Gets past Lovett. That's nice. That's good tracking back. Lightfoot's done really well in the second half. Lovett then to take the throw. That's nice from Lily Jones. Now Hughes definitely onside this time. Can she get away from Mathias? She's got Inden inside her. That ball refuses to be tamed, but she keeps going. Oh, Steele did well. Brilliant run by Hughes. She's asking for a penalty. Not sure I saw much really to justify that. It was a great run by her. Driving into the box. Okay, there was contact. She was honest and stayed on her feet. And, well, I see what she's asking for. Fuller attacks the near post. Ball goes beyond her though. Clark will let it run for another corner. Great run that by Hughes. Not convinced that there was enough contact on her though, to be frank. Yeah, nice short corner. Lily Jones drives it in. Wrexham will get a throw. Again, the ball slung in. Gibbard knocks it down in the goal mouth. Nobody able to capitalise upon it. We've done plenty of first contacts in the penalty area in the second half. Allen looking to feed Gibbard. That's well read by Lightfoot. Gibbard though again can't quite get there. Scarfield's done well, and that's a nice idea, but she's not got the angle right. Craven will get there comfortably. Karen Allen. Nice take on the turn by Cara Jones. Couldn't see where the ball had gone for a moment. Morley Hughes. Oh, that's a nice play. Matthias has got Isaac ahead of her. They've sent her up front to centre-back. After clattering a goal like that, you can understand it, can't you? Here she is. It's a good ball for flaky Matthias. Allen at the pace though, gets there first. Good work by Allen to snuff out the danger. Well, on Ask Wrexham, we're praising those die-hard Wrexham fans who've come over. They've braved the horrible weather, and they'll be pleased with how this game's now panning out. Cara Jones took that nicely. Lily Jones driving on. Can Wrexham get a fourth? Idendon's unmarked in the box, and it's an aimed at her. Important interception. Can Steele keep it in? No. Idendon's getting into such good positions here. It's not quite finding it. So rain starts to pick up strength once more. Poor bedraggled linesman right down in front of us. Doesn't look like he's having the best day of his life, I'll be honest with you. Wrexham making another change with a minute left. Is that Katie Sharp? Yeah, Sharp coming on for Allen. Who was, as ever, been so committed. Who really battled hard. So Sharp comes on, the skipper goes off, and we can have the corner now. An away swinger from the right hand side. Stood to dead 6-yard box, Idendon just underneath that. Lovett gets to it. Aberystwyth still have something to defend here. That's a cute little nod down Idendon. Lovely weight on that coming back. Lily Jones pulled it rather. Lovett looking for Jones. Chance of a break. No, there isn't. Lovett gets there. Oh, and then gives it away. Danger here. Isaac on the right hand side, taking on Cara Jones. She's done well to push her into traffic, but she's been allowed a bit of space. Oh, and a ball across. Just cut out everybody in the end. Lily Jones up to Idendon, who's got options inside her, and she's quick to see that. Gibbard feeds it in. Hughes held her run. She's onside, but she couldn't get any pace going because she had to check back from an offside position. And the danger ends with a clearance thrown on the halfway line. Again, didn't see any added time being signalled. Throw in, which Lovett will take. Sharp's first intervention is to clatter Matthias. Ref plays a good advantage though. And the chance here, which is snuffed out by Cara Jones. Actually, the flag had gone up as well. Ref's go into his pocket though for that late challenge on Matthias. Casey Sharp comes on, straight away gets booked. But yeah, can't argue about that. She arrived really late on Matthias. So, Wrexham into added time. It's closing this out. The rain again is getting heavier and heavier. Ref gives the go ahead to Craven. And she sends it away. Hendon in midfield looking to win the ball in the air. And here she is now coming forwards, nearly picks out Lily Jones, unlucky. Good surge by Rebecca Mathias, but she runs out of pitch. Wrexham can just run this down, the rain hammering down. The ref's thinking, should I just get us off the pitch early? Hughes bullied off the ball, good defending. Aberystwyth fair play, still going at it. They're going to make it 4 losses out of 4. It's good header that. Clark getting up well, can Wrexham break? Hughes scrapping away for it, Hendon too. And Lily Jones comes out with it. That's a good ball. There's space on the right-hand side. We've got 3 players attacking the box. Cara Jones delivers early. Important foot in at the back by Rebecca Mathias. Now the break's on. Isaac round the corner for Flaky Mathias. Love it, sticking with her well. Mathias tries the cute one, just nudging it with the outside of her foot. Doesn't get it right. And it's dealt with by Wrexham. Clearance charge down. Good work, love it. 2 robust tackles. Fuller looking to send Cara Jones away. Lily didn't quite find her though. Throw to Wrexham. Davis just got that slice on it. We've had 4 minutes now of added time. Hendon offered short. Gibbard scrapping for it. Another throw for Wrexham. Hasn't Cara Jones made an impact since she's come on? She's really added some pace against tiring defenders. Got the goal as well. And here she is now. That's nice. Lily Jones may hit this. She does. Pulls it wide. Goal kick. And is that the last action of a match which has seen Wrexham get our first win of the season? Ball in the air, refs carrying on. Awkward ball to feed forwards for Jones. Sharp, looking to use her strength. Good foot in by Lily Jones. She's been tireless. And there is the final whistle. Wrexham win our first game of the season. We needed to get the 3 points out of this, and we've managed to get it. Huge, huge relief for Wrexham. You know, those 2 performances against Cardiff and Swansea showed that we've still got the quality levels, but when you come out to the 4th match of no points, you've got to try and get yourself on the board, and we certainly have done that. Aberystwyth Town worked hard. It's their narrowest defeat of the season, but still, the fact of the matter is that Wrexham were good value for us. The first half was fairly even, but after the second half's restart was held up by a downpour which left puddles on the pitch which had to be cleared, we managed to take control in the second half. Aberystwyth certainly had their moments. Flaky Mathias working a nice 1-2 with Gwyn, but Craven made an important save at the near post. Cairns just got to the loose ball. Hughes ripping in a good ball in, which Cairns dug out a shot from a close range, put it too close to steal. And then it was Hendon helping the ball on. Hughes battling for it, dropped loose, and an effort by Cairns around the penalty spot. Sophie Steele doing well to get her hands on that. Rosie Hughes had a shot from the edge of the box too, which Steele did well getting down to her left to pour away, and then did well up as well to pounce on the loose ball before Hendon could do anything. But the opening goal came from a free kick on the right It was swept in, and I think it was Nat Clark getting a touch just to flick it in. Liv Fuller with the free kick. Left-footed, scooped over the wall. Yeah, I think Clark at the near post just got a little touch on it with her heel. It went in off Isaac. I don't think it was an own goal though. Then Wrexham breaking again. Lovely set of play by Edendon and a great finish by Lightfoot. He drew the keeper, slotted it in the bottom right corner. And at that point, Wrexham looked to have won it. Calm finish by Lightfoot for her first goal of the season. But Aberystwyth came back with a screamer. Allen sloppy pass out from the back and Isaac launched it. Magnificent strike into the roof of the net from a good 30 yards. It must be at least. Jenkins scored a screamer here against us last season in the first phase, and that was epic. Poor Craven backpedaling, couldn't do much with it. But then Wrexham quickly restored that 2-goal lead. Fuller doing well to win the ball in midfield. Fed Cara Jones. She drove it in. Steele repelled her, but she wouldn't on the second occasion. A glorious pass down the right channel by Lily Jones. Cara Jones again using her pace and drilling in at near post. Steele will have been disappointed she couldn't get down to it properly. But yeah, that was a fine finish, and it's got to be said, Cara Jones made a difference when she came on. Lily Jones, for me, probably our outstanding player, the player of the match. She really worked hard at the back, great interceptions, and then at half-time, when we shifted things around, moved up into midfield and was controlling. But it was a strong all-round performance in the end by Wrexham, who took control in the second half against a gutsy Aberystwyth team. Wrexham delighted. What a relief. Our first win of the season. We're off the mark with a final score of Aberystwyth 1, Wrexham 3. I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC.